Yeah, lawyer Kwasi Kwarteng ending come from Ken Agyapong's team. Now, honestly, the view, the overview of what really transpired at a delegate conference. And I say, lawyer, what mean? Good morning, Bibi Aboko there.
Good morning, Minya. You know, say.
Eradiatum kakakra yeguso. Nice. Amen. Mepacho, yenin common yen share the course so with the delegate conference, you know. Me person me share with some of the speeches in their course, so no beefy your former vice president Honum, Dr. Baumia. I'm talking about former president Ura Ekufu Ado. And they may be a mobile boss, so I'm before say a different says a home comma. One has to do with the unity, warning of tribalism, and then after the attacks so when it comes to say party nimu agra yedi we because a prime minister name internal elections and then some and we should do away with some of these things and yes a threat to the party's future. What you was saying, is it something that we should consider?
I mean, free said, member party for in our battle. Sir, 1 minute, me Buama, you made the course. No credit, you made the any econo. Share all factors, as you said, you made the insecurity wise, no media force, no boapa. Maybe come. At the end of the day, no, the overarching priority of event and in I said, Sebia Bruce, Sebia Nyado, Beshana, Yawa Party, no, a general painting. Nebeka said every decision was just towards strengthening the party. No, dear, Omobia will be dear, and our same will be Kaya, I think Kabumo, a babiano. Yes, you have also a ditum. Pushe Lipa in Agyapong, yeah, they na a budget so, Alphaka, Ubia near budget so, in Kabum, maybe be out. And on the face value, if you ask me about how the event went, there, like I said, no pardon, we be our in terms of the reforms by party for naturally, the Omopen, the Omompe. She also equally teach you name has to do with the removal or the scrapping of the superdelegate elections. Now, depending on who say it has outlived its usefulness. What kind of no MJA handling ya Mr. Martin Munina
exactly.
Yeah. So we're also in a step in the right direction.
Okay.
I think some of the feedbacks as well about that requires improvement. Because the program, the way we are successful, but you need to do an autopsy of the program. And that event, now who say, despite say we are marking 99%, you can even do better. And we hear some of the feedbacks. It was in regard that most of the delegates were also not so happy. But the choir, one must say, Kobasa said, one candidate in the year promoting. It's in no dispute. Any people on my institution no margin point in that say, Akuyana Atono, terms of laboratory race and Omina Bede, Ebikobi. It is all more now more much a chita for any HD for issue to say. If we are on CCA, we in about for Namoyamana. Yeah, in terms of the unity and strength of the party, what there are certain conducts that even though be an fine, but me and create impression be to fuel the suspicions and go for they already have because
exactly
no two ways about it. Not about me, they say be a bro. One year former vice president, former flabber. Will be a team and I said to say. In terms of the courtesies and respect that we have to accord him, no, I was here the man. And this will be a crown casa, a program. I said, no, casa, Sampa, also casa. They will see be near the Nako through the whole stadium. I call we near stage, the camera, nothing, do baby a directing nipa be a doma bass will be ampejanensa, or to create an impression, say, as a party for no bar holding the agility. That's just about 3% and about less than that. Maybe requirement. So it doesn't really augur well for the strength and unity I building. Already, executives you go and say you, especially the organizers, even in the previous elections, people felt that they took sides. So, and she said, "Ekoba say, all other aspirants no much it for you now. Now, move. You be say, I did the new speech and a man of kind. So, now, quite say a project, as the face of the party, as the candidates of the party. One here, I'm as a pony. I don't know. A man kabuma in I had a and so delegates have raised some of these concerns. Or Sheffield, car park or outside perimeter will be asked some or kana. Let me quite them say, said that about me and him quite last election. Anka and she say, "Bisa or thank you, Fro Bia Cano." That party from penning for you now more VIP in this Mumra, near Quacha party for. So, like I have na kobasa ba akofo na ekochi dia who say hadwen kakra manipa no bi adwen ya omo kesana no that is the only feedback and so party for be brave felt because obi any who are ready say be a party na ejina no one person almost said there be people want the party to grow, people want the party to develop, and those are also feedbacks I hear. But I mean generally the outlook was good. So we don't even need to reiterate it. We are majority na bra you remnya dinina no. We are say party ni here nka party ni here nka bom. Na titupa no de kenele Agyapong ba abema Ghana for ho den ya ene ahokeka omo fa koto party no so akosho.
Okay.
Honestly at there if you look at that as well, it also gave a very strong message to all of us. And also no party man now, so you can
okay.
But it was a good event.
But maybe say we answer my the top bottom approach, your views on that. But I mean, who does perception plays a bigger role when it comes to politics, Anna?
Oh yes, in politics, it's a game of perception. So, Bible was say. And they have determined to build up to the heavens. They have imagined to build up to the heavens. So let us go down and stop them. This is God speaking. The Bonoma in Susiakeke, in Susiakeke, and Ponukanyamu Susiano, one support Momitima de Ayo, and what they cast for the ETC. And so there is a power of imagination, there is a power of perception.
Okay.
So, Obian who has said you obey associated home with Pia or Susu when they own we need. Everybody wants to associate with where the masses are. And when systemically, now say, go for a painting picture, be an answer, one more SKG said there is a support here. I mean, we did the same thing during the 2024 general election. Instead of saying a form for a Kasama party for no, na no more Kasana, no. We gave an impression in election year, we near the enter. Last stage, so ECC Fiani, Vinia, Kim Paluta, ye, Fantina. So, and no, say, we deceived ourselves thinking that it will work. I mean, sometimes it works to some extent, but so that it do be a reality also says it. Maybe a part in it, it's not about drama is not about choreography, it's not about camera tricks, it's about, say, which mean I say, party for na yi nipa omo yede omo pe omo di nipa ne ba in echi yene Agyapong ba in Dr. Brian ba ebedi nechi Dr. Baumia ba ebedi nechi Dr. Duchumba ebedi nechi that if the party people an opportunity for them to make an informed decision based on omo kwa yasi omo tie pastor omo tie uju omo tie omo free school ba in fact for no nipa be no mo say omo tumana Ghana for beto. That is Agyapong.
Okay.
But yes, that some of these tricks and camera tricks. It doesn't help anybody.
Okay. All right. Ora Pius, menene edi nkomo ye wie no, already one important issue here I needed your comment on with regards to the top bottom approach now that is agreed that January no you better abano. He's saying candidates in now would then have almost 180 days to campaign. I mean effectively to see say omobe to me do be to me di party name no. Do you share the same view say as so and as the top bottom approach really nanka enka na yedi hu nkomo ye ka say o emma ebeba na conference na be kire say omo na ebe ya na ye now finally it is on. Now you have almost about 180 days to do the needful. Me fear breed me a crapimni.
Okay. A breed, Mrs. Say, breed nipa who be a jitum say. The who see that and if happen, yes, certificate form. The dana enya what the benches are.
Yeah, no crap.
Oba Santiago So, in the Domia brother me free. Gansa Domiago. Also be a who be a and say. With the time of the Makuma bar, the ABC. You see, Dia, the happen, the free form. And the way there. No, the most effective way that we felt to say, with the party rebuilding and the re-strategizing and regrouping, would have rather been to mobilize and rebuild from the beach. But party from penny for so one would also see any Munyan Semono, opposite in free show. Afonso Sano Maka party that will join here. You may disagree, but ultimately you still have to agree. It is almost in two free swap. Adebakwa, Mekan of Fidian said, a two free stroke could see form, a two free form could see so, a two free bankum be sinifa, a two free nifa be sibankum. Said you, the two in cry, and there is a party for number 2, Abanamano at the number, because Omoji dear, they don't know. Yet they are not the higher cry. Ladies to say. The most effective way of mobilizing should have rather been from the bottom. But regardless, we are more than ready and more than prepared to go into this contest and win.
Even if we have 180 days to go.
Necessary so almost we say say you would
oriented the bottom so
oh there if you keep so ba you document moto infant document moto almost mama would sasa.
Into the hand say in terminate. But one of the key points are motions in be raising that I have seen the certain government, some of the comments that are coming from Omo Krofunibi. I think I've read Ras Mubarak and a Facebook page talking about the issue of election of the communication directors of the party. Sisia no and Sisia na one of the reforms are Sebio NPP henceforth on Babe. They feel that the there's becoming more or less like too many elections within internal party elections. Again, no ebesan Babe sika sembium ama campaign for them to be voted as a communication directors and all that. And as I saw even Minyabema Sadiq, the Ojina Wokankwe, on also raised the same issue about these communication issues and all that. What do you make of it? Is this something that will help the party?
No, Rasmubarak don't know a party, no NPP.
Or share night your band day.
That's what on the party, communication director at Twaba. I don't know on first and put them out. But I mean, the whole point is also that I agree that communication is a bit technical. And sometimes you need Obia or a whole in here. Now, you said that is how you made the essence. But also come to think of it, no question to say, you are Twaba national executive, sir. Oh, not chairman and I say national executive, so it's Nipa Bear 10. Etimi who's a communication director when a any other than the whole electoral college cannot also make that determination. If 1 or 2 or 5 people can make a good determination, don't you also think say a wider number can make a best judgment or best determination? Say, any person machine is so bit my ayo. And to me, I mean, say appointia and hame, yeah, so about so any day and hame.
No, okay.
Democracy data has always been expensive.
Okay.
On the subject of sikasem, sebiu. Oh, I say was so yanopa. Upie sikasem. Oda dem so sikasem. And that.
It is
Sikasem de obebia.
Okay. Okay, all right. Lawyer, you better say only you didn't come over Kessben TV and Kessben FM. So yeah, that's it. Brave. Lawyer Kwasi Kwarteng and Eddie and Komono.